What's going on, you guys? It's Jonathan here, Jonathan Castro. You guys can tell I'm a little teary-eyed, a little puffy. But today's video, it's what it is. It's what I just said. It's a day in the life. So I'm gonna take you guys through my day. Didn't record the morning routine, but the morning routine was the 5-4-5 method, where I wake up, or at least I attempt to wake up every morning at 8 in the morning. It's been a little tough. Haven't had much reason to wake up that early. So yeah, but pretty much my 5-4-5 method is waking up every day at the same time. I set it to be 8 a.m. It could be whatever time works for you. And then after I wake up, I would work on hygiene. I would clean up my area. I would go outside, drink some water, do some push-ups. Then I'd come inside, journal the 5-4-5, which is 5 goals, my 4 actions in the morning, and then 5 actions I can do today to get me closer to those goals. Then after that, I would eat and I would start working back-end systems on content, on my coaching business. But like I said, I haven't been waking up as early as I wanted to be. I wake up at like 8:30, 9 a.m., sometimes even 10 a.m., which I absolutely hate, because I'm 18. I should be working towards something. I should be building a life that's worth living, right? That's my main thing at the moment. I want to build a life that's worth living. I'm really rambling. This is going to be a ramble video, but yeah, I struggle to wake up at 8 a.m. The reason why, I don't have anything to work on. I have a mentor. His name is Josh Chang, or Joshua Chang, I believe. And at the current moment, I don't feel like he's fulfilling his mentor role. Me and him have to talk about it, though. I can't blame it all on him. Could be a discipline on my end. I could be doing more, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, I paid $3,000 for your mentorship, for your guidance. Why don't I have your guidance? So yeah, I wake up at 8 a.m. I get the morning routine done. What I do then, if there's no work to do I just sit around and brain rot, or what the fuck do I do? Because I know I can work on content, but I don't need to get up at 8 a.m. to work on content. It takes like 2 hours out of my day to do so. So really, waking up at any time, I'll be able to still get it done. It's what I tell myself every time it's 8 a.m. and I don't feel like getting up. I have time to do it later, is what I tell myself. Why would I want to get it done first thing in the morning and then brain rot the whole rest of the day? Why don't I just sleep in a little more and do it later? That's kind of the mindset I have. There's no urgency for me to get up because there's nothing for me to get done in the day, or nothing for me to have set time blocks for to get done in the day, because I have the time for it. I got unemployed. I'll start a new clip. A lot of you guys may also be wondering, what is an 18-year-old doing not in school, not working? Well, I was working all summer long after graduation. I had a car detailing business that I ran for 3 months. It was going pretty good until it started slowing down mid-July, I believe. And that's when I decided to call it quits. I wasn't making as much money anymore. I made maybe $500 in 2 weeks, and just wasn't happy. My highest week was the $900 week, almost $1,000. So it was amazing. I was making really good money for my age, right out of high school, running my own business, and that was awesome. Ever since then, I didn't want to do that wasn't business related, that wasn't entrepreneur like, that had me working for someone else. I hated that. I hated that being a possibility for me. And if I ever let that happen to me, just know that I gave up. I gave up. That's as simple as it is going to be. Ever since my car detailing business, I let it go. I started working with a buddy. I took about a week off of work just because I had no idea what I could do. My friends found out, and one of my buddies, Adir Gal, I'll just say Adir. He hit me up telling me that, hey, you can come work with me and my pops. We got a position for you. His pops runs a remodeling business. And so I started working with him and his pop for about 3 weeks or a month, I believe. During that entirety of 3 weeks to a month, I found out that I wasn't in love doing what I was doing. Waking up at 7 something in the morning, going to work, coming home at 6 p.m., and then somehow finding time to meal prep, eat, go to the gym, spend time with family, still have a healthy sleeping schedule. It was really ass. Working almost 11 hours a day, every single day, 5 days a week. It was really hard, and I hated it a lot. I felt like I had no time for myself, and it just wasn't something that I wanted to do. Had a neighbor pull up into their driveway, got a little bit distracted, but yeah. So I spent a month there. During the entire, after the second week mark, I was like, okay, this isn't what I want to continue doing my summer or for the next year or so. So I decided I would put in an application to where my brother works at. He's been working there since May of 2025. So, and it's currently October 2025. And so sometime late August or early September, I began working at an electrical warehouse near my home, about 20 minutes out. And there, I would work 10 hours, 4 days a week, and then 8 hours on Friday. And if I wanted to do overtime, I would do another 8-hour shift on Saturday. I hated working there too. Waking up at 5:10 in the morning, going to work for another man, not having the time to do what I want, having to leave home for 10 hours every day, having to put my phone up for 10 hours because I can't connect with people. They had a policy where we can't use our phones at work. Makes sense, because we're there to work. We're not there to be on our phones. But I hated it. Again, the issue, I felt like I had no time for myself. Nonetheless, I still had everything done. Because I'm about to tell you guys more about my background. Let me start a new clip though. But yeah, I hated working there. I hated working with my friend. Too many hours, way too little pay. Because if I compared it to what I was making detailing, I would only work 6 hour days max, and that was rare. That was when I had like 2-3 cars in the same day. It roughly takes me 2 hours, 3 hours per vehicle. So compare a $250 workday for 2 hours compared to barely getting 100 for 12 hours of work. You would absolutely hate it, knowing that you had way more potential, or that your potential is way more. That kind of having that business mindset, coming from that business, the independent business, and taking all that home, comparing it to working for someone else, I absolutely hated working for someone else, knowing that my potential is this or even more. So I hated working there. Hated working for anyone else. Hated having the hourly rate. Hated not being in control of my own schedule. That's another thing. I absolutely hated knowing that I have to plan out my life to work. Like, if my work schedule is this, I have to plan everything else out around it. And I hated that. That for me just isn't a way for me to want to live my life. It's really work based, and I hate that. Okay, and then after that, so yeah, I was working detailing, then with a buddy, then at this warehouse. I worked there from, I want to say early August or late August, early September, and I put in about a month there as well. until we got laid off. We got laid off sometime in October, I believe. If not October, late September. We've been laid off, I want to say like 3 weeks now. 2-3 weeks. And in that time, I just feel like such a slouch, dude. Such a slouch, like I'm living like a freeloader. Like I'm not living up to my potential. I wake up at 8, 9, 10 a.m. super late compared to the 5 a.m. wake ups. The 6 a.m. wake ups when I was detailing. The 7 a.m. wake up when I went to work with my buddy. And just waking up this late in my head. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I not getting up? Why am I not working on my business? Of course I can work on content, back-end systems, reaching out to people. That is there for me to work on, but I don't know, I kind of just hate the fact that I maybe invested a lot of money into someone who might not be worth it. I hate to bash on you, Josh, but it's just genuinely what I'm feeling. Like, I know that you mean well and that you deliver results, but at the current moment, I just don't feel like that'll happen to me. Might be a me problem, might be a you problem, might be an us problem. We have to talk about it. That's just how I currently feel. And that's more background on me. Been unemployed for the last 2-3 weeks, I believe. Been just wanting to work on this business. That's what I told myself, that I'll spend every minute of every day being unemployed on the business, but there's not enough work for me to do that. And since it's like that, I feel like I'm not living up to my potential. Long ass intro. I want to say it's like a 10-minute intro. I'm gonna leave no cuts, it'll be raw. I want you guys to genuinely get to understand me. That's one thing I really want to convey. I don't want to have overly high produced videos where it's edits on edits on edits on swoosh on slash on. Like, that's, I guess it's cool to get attention and entertain people, but my goal is to have connections with people who want to change their lives just like me. Not for people who are looking to pass time. Yeah. And then one more thing. Every single day that my dad comes home from work and I'm just on the couch or in bed or just lounging around, I feel so guilty. My dad comes home after leaving the house at like 7 in the morning, coming back home at 6:30, and I'm still just at the house. Like, yeah, I probably went to the gym. Yeah, I worked on my business for like an hour. Yeah, I've been eating clean. I've been drinking my water. I've been self-developing myself, but I'm not working like how the typical man should be working, you know, out in the sun, or in this case, the American dream, the American style, the American standard, going to school. I'm not in college. I feel like such a failure whenever I see my dad come in through the house. He just sees me just on the fucking couch. Probably thinks to himself, like, what is my son gonna be? What is he gonna do with his life? I spent 18 years busting my ass out in the sun at this company. And when he should be going to college, he's on the couch. When he should be working to pursue a career, he's on the couch. What is my son doing? I feel like just such a damn letdown. We'll see where the next clip takes us. It'll probably be a gym clip. It's about 11 a.m., 11:30 a.m. We'll see where we go next, man. I hate that because I preach all about systems. I feel like such a phony as well. But I want to be completely honest, raw, transparent. That's what I want to build my personal brand, my business off of. I don't want to be some perfect fucking guru who says they have it all figured out. What's up, you guys? One more thing before we pop into the next clip is with the fitness coaching thing. I want to present myself as a professional, that I know what I'm doing, but at the same time I don't. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. That's why I hired a mentor to teach me like what to do, but he doesn't seem to be teaching me anything. And it's another thing with the phony impersonation that I had going on earlier. Like, it's been a little challenging to post content knowing that I'm not where I want to be, but still having to put up a front to be the role model. That's one thing I really do aim with these YouTube videos. I hope you guys understand that I'm human as well, because really it's all it's me documenting. I'm just super confused with my content, man. Super confused. I don't know what I want to do. I have an idea, of course, but I'm just not 100% on board with it just yet. 18-year-old with a dream of becoming an online fitness coach. Also, I put an application to work at a local gym. I know it's not blue collar, but it's still fitness. I'll still be working to better become a fitness coach. So I'll open more doorways, more opportunities for me working at a gym. Hopefully, build up the ranks, get to know more about what it's like, maybe even learn how to become a better coach. But yeah, I think that's it. Still working on becoming the best man that I can be, and I think that journey will never end. Every day will be a step towards becoming better. You'll never be the man that you want to be, because every day you'll want to become something greater. But I have a general understanding of how to get fit while working super busy schedules, because every day after detailing, every day after going to work with my buddy, every day after going to work at the electrical warehouse, I still made time for the gym. I still ate my meals. I brought my meals to work. I worked out after work. I still got my 7 to 8 hours of sleep. It's all still possible. You just gotta make time for it. You gotta want it. That's all there is to it. There's nothing more complicated than that. If you genuinely want to become healthier, live a more active, more fulfilling, more purposeful life, and you want to achieve that through fitness, becoming healthier for your kids, for your wife, for your girlfriend, for your relationships, becoming more energized, more patient with them, your fitness, that's what I'm here for. That's my entire message. I use fitness to elevate every aspect of my life. Necessarily how I do it, I just show up to the gym, I eat healthier, I feel better. I feel better, and I show up better for those that I love. I feel more confident. I can perform better. What's up, you guys? It's I want to say 30 minutes later. I'm about to head to the gym with my twin brother, Jimmy. Twin brother, born the same day, born within the same hour. I'm a minute older, a bit taller. Recently onboarded him onto my coaching program about 2 weeks ago. He hasn't been the most consistent, but I'm so proud of him for wanting to make that change. His meals are all over the place. His training the first week was hell. He went every single day. He fell in love with the gym, which I haven't been as appreciative of. I made someone else fall in love with the gym, and that's major. That's something huge. That's something that I shouldn't take for granted, because my whole thing is I want to get people more fit, and making him fall in love with the gym, that's exactly that. Yeah, me and him are about to go to the gym. I'm a little embarrassed, a little nervous to record in front of him, talk to the camera in front of him, But I'm sure that as time goes on, I'll get better. And I also wanted to film right now to document it. He's coming up right now. I'm probably gonna get a lot more shy, but about to go hit a leg day for me today. I think his is a pull day. So let's get to it. Today's a leg day. Let's get to it. I'll run you guys through it, show you guys the angles, you know, stand you guys up, show you guys why I do this amount of sets, why I'm doing this, why I'm doing that. All to help me achieve that 45-minute to an hour max workout. Yeah, I'll catch you guys at the leg curl machine. Okay, so yeah, now let's get into the actual workout. I always start off my leg days by warming up for at least 3 minutes. Honestly, don't like spending any more time than that, just because when I go in the gym, I want to be in and out 45 minutes to an hour max. Maybe even an hour 10 max on those more set focused or heavier set days, like an upper day or a pull day, where I have more sets in a day, right? An hour 10 minutes max in the gym. I always love to start off my leg days by doing leg swings or leg kicks. I'm not entirely sure what they're called, but I know that they're a dynamic stretch. And dynamic stretches are what you're supposed to be doing before any workout. Not static, not the ones that you hold, but the ones that you are moving in. And then I also did it with some, I remember in soccer they were called like open gate bridges or closed gate bridges or barn doors, something like that. Did some of that. Did about 15 reps on each set or each leg for everything. And then I finally hopped into my leg workout. It took me about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I looked back at the recording, and that's how long I was recording for, from the start to the end. First exercise was leg curls. I did 3 sets there, all failing between 6 to 8 reps. And for the setup on that one, I like to bring the seat all the way up. My legs are going to sit on the other pad where my ankle is roughly at. And I perform the exercise until failure, hitting the, or maxing or capping off of by hitting the back of the seat. Then I did 2 sets of barbell back squats, failed at 5 reps. Could have been a little more reps, but nonetheless, they were really good. Pause at the bottom, all the way down. I couldn't go any lower. Like, I think that was the deepest I've ever been. And then did that for 2 sets, racked up the weight, cleaned up. Then I did RDLs, did 2 sets there as well, just because I did my already 5 sets for the day. So 5 sets of quads, 5 sets of hamstrings for today's session. 3 on the seated curl, and then 2 doing RDL. That was my first time doing barbell. I don't usually like doing barbell just because I know it's a little bit uncomfortable to pick up the weight compared to using dumbbells. You have to deadlift it and you have to have really good form unless you want to hurt yourself. So I did that. And then I went back to the leg extension, plate loaded leg extension. I did 45 and a 25. Same thing there. I believe I did 3 sets there because I did 2 sets of squats. So 3 sets there. Out of the 25, I could do 45 and a 45, but reps aren't as clean and controlled as I want them to be. I do them for 8 reps. I did that with the 25 today. I believe I got 8 to 9 reps, really good clean reps. Then I did calf raises, did 2 sets there. Usually do 4, only did 2 because last time they completely murdered my calves. Then I did some abs, did 2 sets here. And then I did 2 sets of leg raises. And that's enough volume for me. About 8 sets total for the week. I could add another set in and make it 10. But for now, that works for me. My abs are popping through. I just got to lose some belly fat. And that's today's workout. Leg workout 1. Okay, so shower done. We got potatoes in the air fryer. Chicken with no paprika because we ran out today. So it's going to look a little bland, but I'll still eat it. Chicken, potatoes. We're only making lunch right now. We'll make dinner probably sometime after computer work. And then we're going to throw in some baby carrots, and also some avocado. And that's lunch for me. Nothing too complicated, very simple, very easy to make. That's what I enjoy making, that's what I enjoy eating. Sorry about that, don't know what that was about, but very simple to make, very simple to eat, very simple food. That's what I enjoy. Very in and out. I don't like to be spending an hour every day in the kitchen cooking some new dish from a whole nother country. I like simplicity. This is good for me. It's been working for me for months now. If I ever get tired of it, I can switch out the carbs, I can switch out the protein and try something new. But this has been working for me for months. I have no complaints. Some days the food is a little dry, and that's when I choose to pick up a 0-calorie hot sauce or some low or no sugar barbecue sauce. But yeah, this is what I've been eating. I'm about to eat this right now. The potatoes got about 20 minutes more on the air fryer. Chicken probably another 5 or 6 minutes. Then after I eat, we're gonna hop onto the computer, gonna start editing this video and hop on that group call later. Peace. Oh, I didn't see you there. What are you doing? Oh, don't mind me. I'm just editing today's YouTube video. But what are you doing? I'm gonna keep that in the video. Hopefully I'm in frame. But with all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it was super random, something you guys normally probably don't ever watch, but if you resonated with me in any way, I would really appreciate a subscribe, a follow, or a like, a comment, anything. Let me know if you like this style of content, if you don't. But that was that. I think my brother just got home. Catch you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace. I guess I need another outro, but yeah, don't mind that little clip, just me being funny. Gonna edit the video, gonna post it hopefully today. It won't have a lot of edits, it won't have a lot of cuts. It'll just be super raw, super natural, super easy to post video, really. Not just because it's easy to post, but also because it allows you guys to build a deeper connection